All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. I'm your host, Dr. Ice, and we are live here for the IEC NASCAR Cup Series Round 4 here at Eagle Rock. We're going to get started here with some qualifying action right off the rip. Man, it's been a fun series so far. Let's take a look here, grab some more information for you. So Razor taking home the win last week at Indianapolis with Dwarf right behind him. Dwarf, of course, taking a Stage 1 win as well. We're going to go ahead and get the full live screen going on as well as we continue going through some of the pre-race information. Let me go and turn up the game audio just a little bit as well. Turn it up to about there, as we will have a 4-lap run here at qualifying. Let's get on board with AMS Razor. AMS Razor took home the win at the Tora Eagle Rock Series. Oh, looks like we have Dwarf disconnecting already, or registering a DNF. So we're going to go ahead and we'll take a look at the qualifying results afterwards, because it's going to be pretty difficult to get a full run through of how everyone's doing lap by lap. We'll say Exotic Forza is currently sitting on pole position. That is, of course, without any type of run-up. As it goes with a 25.687. Razor sitting in pole position with a 25.4. Oh my goodness, 25.431. If I could speak without hiccuping tremendously. A little bit more mix up here with the running order, as we're coming around to our final lap now, coming down the backstretch here with this weirdly placed camera, I should say. But yeah, so we are running with a little bit of a power handicap, 0.85 power here, and there is your starting order for the day. A lot of people in the 25s, well, basically everybody. Couple tenths, I believe, separating the entire field. We're going to take a look here when it comes up. Race results. So Razor taking pole position with a 25.431. DMS Cherry right behind him with a 5.24. And 1,000th of a second behind Cherry is King Cameron 1607. 3,000ths behind him is EVR Walshy. In 5th place will be EVR Rewar, who is the author for the tune being used at the race today, with a 25.554. 1,000th behind him is EVR Blue Streak. Then we have That Druss, Toaster Lord, Boiled Bird, Exotic Forza, Waterfur, and VR Dwarf will be in 12th. So, yeah, a little half-mile oval. Or sorry, a 1 mile oval. I thought this was a half mile for some reason. No, 1 mile oval, not a whole lot of banking, so I don't think we're going to see a lot of people trying to work the outside line. Those short track enthusiasts that are tuning in know what I'm talking about there. So essentially, if you get stuck on the outside here, you're going to lose a lot of positions until, of course, you can filter down to the inside lane, at least on the corners. Again, it is a very, very small track. I think we only had 1 or 2 cautions at the Torah series. So it should be clean racing for the most part. Got to watch out for the walls, because they like to throw you into the middle of the track and cause a lot of a lot of issues there. But we're gonna get everybody readied up here. We're gonna go over some of the point standings. Let's go ahead and pull this up real quick. So AMS Razor is your current points leader in the series with 146 points. He's got 2 wins total as we're running. VR Dwarf right behind him with 136 points, definitely closing the gap at Indianapolis with that stage 1 victory. Followed by Dwarf, and the 3rd position is EVR Rewar with 126 points. Who's Easy, who's taken a bye week. Both this week and last week, sliding down to 4th position, was our points leader for a couple weeks. EVR Walshy behind him with 111 for your top 5. For your team standings, we have Phantom Motorsports with 303 points, Mile High Racing with 252, Donut House with 165 points, XR Enterprise with 130, and then IEC Motorsports with 120. Sorry, did I say 120 for XR Enterprises? It's supposed to be 130. Oh, and then of course every NASCAR fan's most sought after standings is your manufacturer standings, with Chevy completely sweeping so far with 3 wins and 3 pole positions with 420 points. Ford, I would say close behind, but with 297 points. They got a lot of ground to make up, but there are 16 races in the series here. And then right behind Ford is Toyota with 275 points. So we got everything set up, rocking and rolling here, just waiting to go ahead and take the grid. Just waiting on VR Dwarf to go ahead and ready up. And then we will be on our way here at Eagle Rock for... Who sent me a message? So they completely sidetracked me. We will be here for 158 laps. So take green flag, start lap 3. Stage 1 will end in 48 laps. Stage 2 at 93 laps. And then the white flag will fly at lap 157. And our race winner will be decided at the end of lap 150, or start of 158, sorry. So take your bets on who's going to win this one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go and set the safety, or the yellow flag, over under at, I don't know, 12 people here, 155 laps. I'm going to set caution over under at, let's say 2.5. Oh, waiting on somebody else to join here. Somebody, an unnamed person, Orion7880 making his appearance. I don't think we saw him in qualifying. But Orion sneaking in at the absolute last second here to go ahead and make this. 13 drivers on the grid. Yeah, I'm gonna say between 2.5 and 3.5. I got a coin I could flip. So let's say heads is 2.5, tails is 3.5. We'll do an old-fashioned little coin flip here to decide what it's gonna be, and that will be a tails, if you can see that. If I can learn how to contort my hand on camera as I drop it. So tails is what, 3.5? So we'll stick with that. So we're getting a couple more people readied up. And we'll get rocking and rolling here. Alrighty, as I mentioned before, your pole sitter will be AMS Razor, followed by DMS Cherry, King Cameron, EVR Walshy, and EVR Rewar for the top 5. Top 10 will be Blue Streak, That Druss, Toaster Lord. Come on. Load her on in. Yeah, I should also thank, actually from 20 hours ago, Death Dealer Racing giving me a follow here 20 hours ago. It brings us up to the big 94 total followers. Thanks everybody for the continued support as I continue giving you guys some fantastic broadcasting across Forza, Le Mans Ultimate, and some iRacing action, which I do have a surprise announcement which will come at a later stream. So we're gonna go ahead and roll off here with some a little bit of a quick look at the field. So Razor rocking the number 24 Napa Auto Parts Chevy. DMS, oh goodness gracious, that scared the daylights out of me. DMS Cherry with the number 9 Monster, oh my goodness. EVR Walshy with that snap-on number 2. King Cameron with the JBL number 26. We just got Walshy. Rewar here with the number 21 Hunt Brothers Pizza. Blue Streak with the number 98 Coca-Cola and Jack Daniels. A little Jack and Coke action here. Got that Druss here in the number 57 Bass Pro Shops Toyota. Toaster Lord in the invincible number 19 Ford Mustang. Exotic Forza in the number 77 Spectrum Chevrolet Camaro. Can't forget about Boiled Bird here in the Whipple Superchargers number 56 Ford Mustang. Got Exotic Forza. VR Dwarf for the number 62 GoPro Chevy. Waterfur in the Chumba Casino number 78 Toyota. And then Orion 7880 in the number 42 STP and Dollar Tree Toyota Camry. So we are not going to exit the pre-race menu. We're going to get on board with our race leader here, as we will come to green flag here and start this Goodyear 300, my goodness, at Eagle Rock Speedway, presented by IEC Motorsports. And here we go. We are underway here. Won't see a whole lot of action coming from that outside line, as I mentioned before. Not a whole lot of banking to take advantage of, as unfortunately this outside line is going to suffer a little bit until they can get onto the preferred line here. As you see, DMS Cherry already losing 2 positions on the start of the race. Won't see a whole lot of action. Actually, looks like Blue Streak is going to get stuck up on the top here Little bit of a move here for second place, potentially by Rewar, sliding to the inside of King Cameron 1607 here. And he will get the pass done, moving up into second place, already up 3 positions. Same with Exotic Forza, moving up from 10th to 7th. Take a look at some of this action behind with EVR Walshy and DMS Cherry. DMS Cherry, of course, getting stuck up on that outside, and unfortunately will lose a couple more positions as he gets slotted into the racing line finally, 3 laps into the race here. So unfortunately still losing positions. Might fall all the way to the back of the grid here, as Blue Streak losing 3 positions up here. DMS Cherry down 9 positions already. A bit of a frustrating start, about to go down 10 positions. No, still down 9 positions, as a bit of a nightmare start for DMS Cherry. Is probably on a harder compound of tire, which would explain his difference in pace. Might have somebody up on the wall here. Exotic Forza running a bit of a higher line out of turn 4 here. Talking with Razor at the end of Indianapolis. He did mention this is his favorite track. So a little bit of a grassroots short oval kind of guy here, as he shows that by going ahead and putting almost a second on Rewar, who made that move on King Cameron a couple laps ago to get into second place here. That Druss right behind him in the background. Probably won't see a whole lot of action. A couple cars bunched up here at the back of the grid, with Orion 7880 picking up 4 positions so far. Kind of overcooked the entry into turn 1, and that might cost him a position here, as Boiled Bird was looking to the inside. Couldn't quite get it done. As hopefully DMS Cherry can get his feet up under him and start making up some positions later on in the race. Biggest mover right now is who we are currently on board with, is Orion 7880 with 4 positions gained. Trying to get a run on Blue Streak here. This is, even though it looks like a pretty simple track, this is a pretty difficult track to go ahead and get a grip on, because you can lose a lot of time just by screwing up the... Oh, we have a move on 10th with VR Dwarf jumping into the top 10 with the back straight move on Boiled Bird 88. We're going to go ahead and quickly look through the rest of the grid. We're going to keep an eye on the tire wear of Razor here. It seems to be... he's got something definitely figured out here in the Spec series, or the Spec Tune series, rather. Rocking 17% tire wear right now. Let's go ahead and check the rest of the grid real quick. 17.4 for Rewar. Oh no, and Razor gets into the wall. Oh my goodness, and he gets into that Druss. Oh man, that's got to be an absolute... Oh, there's more people. That Druss potentially terminaled there since he's already left. We're going to check on Razor. No, he's got 100% engine damage. That's a terminal and a DNF for Razor. Our race leader is out. Our points leader is out of the race. I think Boiled Bird is out too. Yes, Boiled Bird is out of the race. Oh my goodness, what a change. What a shocking turn of events. As I thought all was good to go. Razor seemed to have caught the wall on the exit of turn 4. And, man. We're gonna go to a little bit of an intermission here. Has to be unfortunate for Razor. That's gonna cost him a ton of points. As I don't think that we are going to be back under green here. Or to take a caution lap, make sure everybody who wants to pit gets the opportunity. Wow. Oh, that has got to be heartbreaking for Razor. Goodness gracious. I did not have my money on Razor getting taking himself out this early on in the race, and also taking out Boiled Bird in that Druss. Boiled Bird, a driver who's very unfortunately familiar with doing cartwheels and flips all the way down the Daytona Tri-Oval in a I think it was this series. I think it was this series. I know I see Boiled Bird a lot. But man, unfortunate turn of events there for those three guys. Oh man, that is devastating news for those three drivers. As we're picking up the rest of the field here, we'll go ahead and get to our decision point to see where our leader wants to go. Hopefully to the inside, as we pick up the rest of our 10 cars. We're still under caution here. Blue Streak moving up to second place here, I believe. I think Rewar is definitely going to choose the inside line here. As I mentioned before, not a whole lot of banking to take advantage of, and it definitely looks like he is going to. So, we're going to get back to a full screen view of the action and get this party back underway here. I guess we're not going green just yet. But good lordy. That was definitely one to watch. Absolutely sucks that happened too. Ice, Boiled Bird, how's it going? Yeah, we saw it. Unfortunately, that was absolutely rough for you there. Can't seem to catch a break in this series. Was it with IEC or is it with the slide job series that you went tumbling through Daytona? I think it was this one. But we are doubled up here, getting ready to take green flag here on lap 21. And away we go. An EVR front row with Blue Streak and Rewar leading the charge here. Not the place that Blue Streak wants to be. Though he didn't lose too many positions there. Somebody getting a little loose there. I think I'm not even clicked on the game right now. I think it was Toaster Lord getting a little loose out of turn 2. IEC. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I got terrible memory, and I think, are we under caution again? I think we are. Let's check the damage report. Exotic Forza's out. Man, we're already at 2 cautions. I don't know what happened. I didn't see, but that's 4 cars down out of this 13 car field. Waterford drifting all over the track. But man, I think Waterford definitely wants to. I just lost game audio. Okay. That's fantastic. Alright, so I just get to speak into the void here as Waterford continues to drive around to try and catch the rest of the grid. Yes, game audio's gone. That's fantastic. Awesome. What if I click off of the game? Nope, still don't have it. Alrighty, so Waterford goes in the pits to go ahead and repair any damage they may have. But man, 4 cars down already. And we haven't even got to the end of stage 1. We have another 24 laps in stage 1. For those that aren't super familiar with the way things are done here at IEC Motorsports, so if you get 100% engine damage, that's your race. That's it. Like, they're essentially simulating, look, dude, your engine's broke, like, completely. You're not going to get a new engine into this car fast enough to get back on track. So, man, what a turn of events here at Eagle Rock. Can't believe I lost a game audio with only 20 some odd laps down. I wish I could figure out what causes that so I can like completely avoid that, but yeah, it's gonna be really awkward sitting here in silence sometimes, and I do apologize for that. But it looks like we are doubling up here, and Rewar is going to choose the inside line again. So we're going to go ahead and get back underway here. Lap 25, second caution of the race. Rapid fire cautions, I should add. As we are back single file. And we're going. DMS Cherry starting on the outside. And King Cameron might have a bit. Oh no, they're getting loose again. It's our top 4 getting a little loose. I'm going to check back on the back of the grid here. Cars all over the place. So we're on board with Blue Street, currently running in 6th position here. Orion picking up another position in front of Waterford here. Let's check on our leader, King Cameron, as Rewar goes up the inside. DMS Cherry trying to get another run at the inside as well. And he will get it done into turn 1. King Cameron looking to get back into the inside of DMS Cherry. Can't quite get it done, so he's going to have to back out just a little bit here. Rewar covering the inside there. King Cameron going to take advantage of the fact of DMS Cherry being on the outside. Not the best place to be, as I've said many times before. And he will get in front of DMS Cherry and solidify that pass coming out of turn 4 here. Rewar still blocking the inside like his life depends on it. These cars definitely have an insane run, as I think DMS Cherry is going to slide to the inside of Rewar, and DMS Cherry might have the race lead, and he does as Rewar backs out pretty aggressively, I should add as well, to go ahead and concede that battle to DMS Cherry in that number 9 monster Mustang. Top 3 are still pretty close to each other, trying to break away from the rest of the pack. Not a whole lot of room to do that, of course. So we do have our top 8 here, with Waterford falling slightly behind. As DMS Cherry hoping to stay in the lead here. Oh no, he's gotten loose. And will lose quite a few positions. I think, Rewar got in the back of him. So the commentator's curse has unfortunately struck DMS Cherry this go around. Maybe a bit of a Forza glue incident. I'm not exactly sure. But Rewar will retake the lead. VR Dwarf now VR Dwarf and Orion, both the biggest movers of the race here. As I do apologize for the lack of game audio. We're going to go ahead and actually DMS Cherry making a move on Walshy here for the 3rd place position. Rewar definitely defending heavily. DMS Cherry getting into 2nd place. And it looks like Walshy's wanting into the top 3 as well, but can't quite get the move done. DMS Cherry looking to regain the lead after a bit of a physics glitch, I imagine, between him and Rewar. Kind of booted him up the track. Don't necessarily want to call it a push to pass, because it did look like their cars did glitch into each other momentarily. But King Cameron is all over the rear bumper of that number 9 Ford. We're going to check on some of the gentlemen here racing at the back of the pack. Dwarf definitely buying his time here. Looks like Toaster Lord here in that yellow Invincible Mustang sitting pretty in 5th position, but he's got Blue Streak hot on his tail here. Double check on our race leaders here as DMS Cherry continues to close the gap to Rewar. We're going to do another check of tire wear here, as looks like Rewar slides up just a little bit. Cherry trying to go to the inside. Dives to the inside of Rewar. That might cause a little bit of issues behind as King Cameron goes sideways. We'll lose a couple of positions there as well, as they're double stacked behind them. Blue Streak trying to get sideways out of 4. Holds onto it. A little bit of a mix-up here as Cherry goes to the inside of Rewar. And kind of forces a bit of separation through the grid here as we are coming up to lap number 40. He's currently on board with Walshy here. Uh, Pretty solid race for him so far, being able to avoid that massive caution early on that took out 3 drivers, and then the rapid fire caution immediately following that unfortunately took out exotic Forza. If I could quickly take a look at the driver standings, that was the number 1 driver, the number 9 driver, and the number... where is that, Drews? The number 8 driver all gone in that first caution. And... sorry. The number 1 driver, the number 8, the number 9... where is Boiled Bird? Boiled Bird is sitting 17th in points right now as well. So a lot of shakeup is getting ready to happen here in the IEC points standings. So I'm going to check some other things. I'm not sure who this is. Oh, I know exactly who that is. Never mind. Still quite a bit of separation between the number 1 and 2 of Rewar, and then Walshy sitting about a half second back. Still in the draft, but of course on this 1 mile oval, there's not a whole lot of time to really take advantage of the draft. You just have to hope and pray that these drivers burn through their tires. Oh no, as Rewar gets back into the lead here. As I think Cherry went a bit high. Not exactly sure what has happened there. We're going to go and check fuel and tires all the way around the driver's grid. Rewar on minor tire wear now. Actually, no, I think because I lost game audio that my tire wear is also going to be completely destroyed as well. As we see, it's not updating. You see, and he's going around the corner here. It's not updating, so that is absolutely useless information as well. Okay, well, we're going to work with what we got here. No audio and no telemetry, so, yeah, let's just keep an eye on what's going on here. As we might have a bit of a battle for 4th going on between King Cameron and Toaster Lord. King Cameron there on the inside will have a slight advantage coming through the corners. Hopefully Toaster Lord can get back up underneath of King Cameron to retake 4th place. See a little bit of action here for the race lead as well that we're going to check momentarily. I think King Cameron has 4th place pretty much solidified now. Rewar battling those worn tires, about to get into, I would imagine, moderate, as that is the end of stage 1. So Rewar will pick up a couple points for that stage 1 victory. Man, time flies at Eagle Rock. As Waterford kind of jumped the gun just a little bit there. And he will, well, everybody's obviously going to want to pit here. Except for Blue Streak. Nope, Blue Streak's going in and Waterford's going in. So our entire field is in for some fresh fuel and tires. Yeah, you can just see how abysmally long this pit road is. You pit under green flag conditions, you're going at least a lap, maybe 2 laps down. It really depends on how hard the leader's pushing and if the leader's going in as well. So it's definitely beneficial for these drivers to go ahead and look after their tires as best as they can here to avoid at all costs pitting under green flag conditions. So we won't see much of a shakeup here out of pit lane. as far as the running order goes. We're going to go ahead and get started here on stage number 2, which will run to lap 93. So quite a few laps to turn here into stage 2, and then of course the final run after stage 2. I think they're opting for single file restarts. DMS Cherry trying to warm those tires up as much as possible to get as much of a run into turn 1 as he can. But I think he's kind of SOL there on the top lane. So we're going to go ahead and get full screen back up and running here. And Rewar will lead us to the start of stage 2. And away we go. Lap 51 here, round 4 at Eagle Rock. Definitely going to be watching that top lane. Walshy looked to have gotten a little bit of a bump there. King Cameron making a run to the inside of DMS Cherry for 3rd, and might even pick up 2nd place. Or, yeah, picked up 2 positions there. It's a good start for King Cameron there, as unfortunately Cherry continues to actually settles into 4th position after that restart, as our drivers are all single file rocking and rolling. Waterford's hugging the wall just a little bit, and he will take an interesting line into the pits there with a bunch of damage, which will unfortunately put him a couple of laps down here, as we are getting ready to see Walshy picking up a place on Toaster Lord. Let's check in on this battle here. Cherry defending that inside line, unfortunately overcooking the entry there, and will lose 2 positions, or 1 position I should say. Toaster Lord trying to get into that top 5 as well around DMS Cherry, which I think is about to happen. Walshy getting sideways and drifting at their 3 wide. Oh, that's going to be scary, and they all get through unscathed, as VR Dwarf will move up into 6th place. Walshy diving down into the inside, as Waterford rejoins. He is now a lap down, about to be put 2 laps down. So we're going to continue watching our race leader try and move around Waterford here, as Waterford's not giving way. Actually will give way to the inside of the corner, so that's a good look there. However, looks to have influenced the race lead just a little bit, as King Cameron has a bit of purchase there to the inside of the corners, and King Cameron will take the lead. However, oh no, he closed the door on him. I'm kind of interested onto, or I'm kind of going to watch Waterford just a little bit here, as he doesn't necessarily have to yield just yet, as of course he is a lap down and it's not really causing a lot of issues here. But I'm not going to say you have to lift all the way off. Um, but he's definitely in a position to try, or in a position to potentially influence the race, which is not a place that you want to be as lapped traffic. So we're going to check on the rest of the grid here. For the most part, they are single file here. Lap 59, about to turn to lap 60. So we have about 33, 34 laps remaining in the stage. Walshy trying to get a run on Blue Streak here. It's the battle for third kind of heating up, and it looks like Waterford has lost the draft a little bit. And Walshy will get a pass on Blue Streak out of, or into turn 3, I should say. And we'll have a little bit of help from the lapped car of Waterford in front of him. Definitely going to keep an eye on them. Waterford not yielding to the cars just yet, is going to have to yield at some point, potentially into turn 1. I mean, he doesn't have to yield, but it is good practice and kind of an unspoken rule of being a lap down to go ahead and yield, as Blue Streak will lose a position to Toaster Lord here. Waterford moving to the outside to let Walshy through. We're going to keep an eye on Toaster Lord as he makes his way around, picking up a couple of positions so far in the race. He's currently running DMS Cherry, moving up into 7th position, as we see there on Orion 7880. Toast Lord diving to the inside to get around Waterford here. Now it's up to Blue Streak and Dwarf to go ahead and get around him as well. Lap 65, so only 20-something laps remaining in the stage, and our front runners of Rewar and King Cameron have completely left the rest of the field in the dust. Waterford looks to have just come down on Blue Streak here and has bumped him out of the way. That's not a good look there. Maybe a bit of frustration between those two. But Dwarf now has to get around him as well. So we're going to take a look at Dwarf to see how he handles getting around the lap traffic. Everybody so far struggling to get around him here. Oh no! And that's Toaster Lord getting into the wall. Does he have any damage? He has a bit of front end damage here, and that will cost him a few positions, and he'll have to go to the pits to get that repaired. Dwarf has gotten around Waterford. DMS Cherry and I think Orion has gotten around him as well. Ryan not quite yet, so Toaster Lord will also be a few laps down, having to dive into pit lane to go ahead and repair his car. Orion has decided that he's done, so now we're down to 8 drivers. So that's almost half the field gone. Eagle Rock, definitely a very frustrating track to race at. And Rewar and King Cameron going at it for the lead here. Rewar trying to block the run of King Cameron. King Cameron deciding against trying to make a dive to the inside of turn 3 there. Rewar definitely covering that, defending with his absolute life here at Eagle Rock. We're going to check on this pack of cars from 4th on down real quick. Then we're going to get back. Oh, Dwarf might have a run on Blue Streak for 3rd place, and he does. DMS Cherry will also slide through. Good move by Dwarf. We're going to check back on our lead pack of cars, I should say here. "72 laps down. 5 cars down as well. So Orion 7880 was sitting in 24th for points. Not a whole lot of action going on track right now. Let's check back in on our leaders. King Cameron still all over the tail end of Rewar here for the lead. We're going to try and check fuel and tires real quick for the viewers at home. Might have to make a green flag pit stop here if there's not a caution soon. Doesn't look like there's going to be, with only 8 cars left on track, and they are very spaced out, so it might be a lot of green flag running here from the from this point on. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Dwarf and Sherry still running within a car length of each other here for the battle for 4th place. Checking in on our battle. King Cameron going to the inside. Might have a move. Decides against it again. It doesn't unsettle Rewar. DMS Cherry with a move on Dwarf for 4th place. Let's check in on this. I think Dwarf might have cooked the entry just a little bit, and is going to try and get around DMS Cherry for that 4th place spot. Six of the 8 cars left on the grid on the lead lap here. As those who have just tuned in, I do apologize as I don't have any game audio going on right now, so you'll have to bear with me with that. 5 cars of DNF due to 100% engine damage. Well, 4 cars have, and I think Orion just had to back out. Haven't heard much of anything from Orion as we turn to lap 81. We have 13 laps left in the stage, and it looks like Rewar is going to get another stage victory here. We'll just have to wait and see. King Cameron all over the tail end of him, and has been since we went green. Sooner this race ends, the sooner I can play Tokyo. Oh my goodness, Razor. Oh my goodness. Oh, King Cameron with a move on Rewar for the lead. Rewar's going to want that back. Do have a new race leader, King Cameron 1607. He's been all over the tail end of Rewar here. 10 laps to go in the stage. King Cameron sitting 6th in points. These stage victory points will definitely help him move up the standings here. So nobody's pit under green just yet, other than, of course, Waterfur and Toaster Lord to fix a little bit of damage from an isolated incident with the... Yeah. Yep, I did jinx it. I apologize. I know. I jinxed the hell out of it so far. Lost my audio, 5 cars down, all of that. But the cars that are still on the track are still running strong here. Somewhat recovered from the game, completely slapping me with that one glitch spot at T4 wall. Yeah. I do feel your frustration there. 100%. One of the reasons I'm not a big fan of this track per se, at least in game. Although I don't think this track exists anywhere else other than on Forza Motorsport. I could be wrong though. But yeah, a couple laps to go here in the stage. Lap 87. Oh, that wasn't the start-finish line. Couple laps to go here in the stage. Rewar might have a run. Oh my goodness, as King Cameron slaps that wall. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He's not carrying any damage from that, so Rewar will get back into the lead here. My goodness, that wall is diabolical at the exit of 4. So Rewar back in the lead here. These two continue to duke it out. Let's see, 4 laps to go, 3 laps to go until the end of the stage. I'm going to take a quick voice break and drink some water real quick. Give me 1 second. Sorry, as I was trying to inhale my water. Rewar with an aggressively defensive line through turn 1. Potentially too worried on where King Cameron was and overcooked the braking point of that corner, and King Cameron went sailing through into turn 1. 2 laps to go here in the stage. These two definitely want those championship points. Rewar with a pretty decent run. King Cameron trying to close the door on him. Can barely get it closed in time. So these two are racing really, really hard here. 1 more lap left. Here comes Rewar to the inside of turn 1. Will get it stuck. King Cameron fighting with all he has. Is going to have to concede that place. King Cameron getting into the back of him. And it will be Rewar at the line, I think. I'm going to have to watch that back. Let me clip this and figure out who took that. Let me see. And it looked to be, let me pop this out. I think that goes to, let me blow this up just a little bit. I think it was Rewar at the line. But I think the points are going to go to King Cameron here. And it looks like they will. So King Cameron will barely edge him out. And King Cameron deciding to stay out. On some pretty fried tires, I should say. Might have been a bit of a blunder for King Cameron. Toaster Lord also deciding to stay out to get his lap back. And then go ahead and get new fuel and tires. Not exactly sure why King Cameron decided to stay out, but he has. And King Cameron will go into pit lane along with Toaster Lord. Trying to maximize the amount of time that he has on those tires, at least burning another lap. So we'll see what the consensus is here for the restart. Waterford in the pits still. No, he just went in. Didn't gain any laps back. So he will remain 2 laps down. I hear an ice cream truck. I apologize. No, that's music. I'm sorry. That is not an ice cream truck that I hear in the background. But we will get ready to pick up Waterford here to go green flag next time by, I think. As the end of stage 2. We just reached the end of stage 2 here, round 4 at Eagle Rock. So everyone's warming their tires up, picking up Waterford, who has decided to not get any laps back. And we'll see how the grid is set here for the start of the final stage. This will take us all the way out to lap number 157, ladies and gentlemen. And we're doubled up here, and it looks like King Cameron's going to start in 6th position. Oh, that's right, because he did have a bit of a delayed entry into the pits. He would have kept first if he just went in with everyone else. However, we will take the green flag here at lap 97, and away we go. DMS Cherry finally relieved to be starting on that inside line. We'll get around Blue Streak here. And a lot of pushing from Waterford. All the way up into, well, would be 3rd place. So we're going to keep an eye on this as Reward goes wide into the corner. Reward trying to get back around Waterford and will. as all the competitors here, pending any cautions, will have to make a green flag pit stop here. We're gonna keep an eye on our leaders here of Rewar and DMS Cherry. Actually, let's keep an eye further back on the field here with Toaster Lord and King Cameron. And Blue Streak for that matter. Blue Streak trying to get around Waterford, who is 2 laps down, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of a move from Dwarf, I believe, on Toaster Lord. No, not quite. But Walshy's looking to the inside there, as it looks like Walshy will be able to make it stick on the inside. There goes Blue Streak around Waterford, and I think Toaster Lord around King Cameron. So a lot of passes being made through turn 1. Lap cars don't need to yield to lead lap. Okay, no worries. As Toaster Lord goes a bit wide, Dwarf will sail through. This will cause a little bit of bunching up here. Toaster Lord will hold on to 5th place. Dwarf up into 4th. Man, our leaders are neck and neck still. Rewar all over the bumper of DMS Cherry. So you charge into turn 1 here, lap 104. I'm not exactly sure how many laps these cars can get out of a full tank of gas. But I know they are definitely tire life limited here at Eagle Rock, as they are beating the, quite literally beating the brakes off of that front right. As Cherry slips a little bit through turn 2, Rewar's going to have a run coming out onto the back stretch. DMS Cherry trying to cover that inside. Will be able to hold him off here as Dwarf moves up into 3rd place and looks to lead the charge to go ahead and catch the leaders here. But we'll say I was planning on doing mediums this final stage and not have to make a pit stop. Interesting. Interesting choice there, Razor. Oh no, somebody's Blue Streak looked to have either gotten loose or something happened. He's lost a couple of positions due to that. And I know of one car that's on that strategy. Okay. So we'll definitely be taking a look at tire wear here in the coming laps. I think we'll check it around lap 115. Let the tire wear start to diverge just a little bit. Hey, my Automod has caught cheap viewers bots. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and deny that one, buddy. Thanks though. I'm fine with my 6 little viewers here. Nice catch by the bot. Finally trained it to look for that. Dwarf sitting in 3rd place, about 2.5 seconds behind the race leaders of DMS Cherry and Rewar. Less than 50 laps to go here, round 4 of the IEC NASCAR Cup Series. Checking the Discord to see if there's any shenanigans going on in chat. There are not. Still sitting about 2.3 seconds off the leader. So we're going to go ahead and check the tire wear here in about 5-ish laps. I'm gonna check this battle here between King Cameron and Waterford. Seems to be one of the more closer races. But I think the majority of our fun is going to come from this move, I think, by Walshy on Toaster Lord up into fourth place, almost said fifth. So that is a fantastic move by Walshy to go ahead and get further into the top five. You know what? Let's go ahead and check fuel and tire now. Of course, my telemetry is broken along with my game audio. So let's go ahead and do 24.6 and 45% fuel for DMS Cherry. 24 and 45 for Reward. 25 and 47 for Dwarf. Walshy all over the tail end of VR Dwarf here, trying to get into that podium position with 25 and 47% fuel here. Check on Toaster Lord real quick. 27 and 49. Check on Blue Streak as well, who's dropped just a little bit on 29 and 49. Of course, that has been skewed just a little bit because, well, now the leader's on 27% and 50% fuel. So let's check back in on the battle for the podium between Dwarf and Walshy as that begins to heat up on lap number 115. Uh, 42 laps to go now here at Eagle Rock, as you can see just how difficult it is to get a run together and then get through the corner, and then try and get in front of that car. However, Dwarf getting a little high to that wall, but Walshy's not. Just kidding, he is going to try and go for it. Try and sneak to the inside. Trying to get that power down as early as possible and can't quite get it done. Walshy definitely a more reserved driver along with Dwarf. Dwarf a man of few words. I think I've only seen the man speak a couple of times. Softs will definitely not make it. Yeah, I don't think Softs will make it. There's a little bit of action going on between these two that I want to double check as well, as Waterford's gotten around King Cameron, but here comes King Cameron down to the inside. Want to make sure that okay, King Cameron will get around him just fine. Oh, Walshy's got the move on Dwarf as I click away from this battle. Dwarf is going to try and get back into a podium position, but Walshy definitely with a considerable run on the rest of the field. Oh, there's a move on the lead, Rewar and Cherry. Rewar definitely trying to solidify this race win here. Very adamant with his defense for the lead and any position that he's in. Definitely forcing these drivers to overcommit. And we're going to go ahead and take a look back at the battle for third. Dwarf coming in hot to the bumper of EVR Walshy. Now let's take a look at battle for the lead. Cherry trying to sneak the front end of that Ford in, but can't quite get past Rewar. Ooh, excuse me. Just completely yawned in everybody's ear, which is definitely what you want to hear on a Saturday night. So we can see the battle. These two battles definitely pivotal for all four of these drivers involved here. Dwarf really trying to get something going to force Walshy into a bad position. A 165 mile an hour chess match here. I just wish this track had a little more banking to really turn this into Bristol. I know Bristol's a half-mile oval, but man, could you imagine slapping what, a 30-degree banking on this track and calling it a day? Man, that would change a couple of strategies, wouldn't it? I think Bristol's got a 30-degree banking. Let's check it. 24 to 28. Yeah, let's just go ahead and call it. That would definitely make it a wreck fest. Yeah, it would. It would make this outside line a bit more viable as well. I don't think you'd be able to hold it 3 wide, at all, really. I don't even think I've seen 3 wide racing at Bristol ever. Maybe to avoid cautions and only briefly, but it would definitely make 2 wide racing more interesting here if they added a couple more degrees of banking. Lap number 128. We're gonna go ahead and check tire wear again. I think these drivers are starting to hurt. They're getting into the hurt range. You see my fuel is absolutely busted. As he's down to 48.4. We checked a couple laps ago and he was a lap or 50%. As Toaster Lord will be the first to go into pit lane here, followed by nobody just yet. So Toaster Lord's going to take the couple of laps hit here as Waterford slowing down just a little bit off pace again. You can just see how here comes Walshy and Blue Streak into the pits as well, as everyone's starting to decide on wanting to run softs and how much they can really push the cars here, along with the tires, and how many laps they're going to have left in the race. So Rewar struggling to get around Waterford here just a little bit. Dwarf going into the pits. Walshy coming out. Blue Streak coming out now as well. Let's see when our leaders decide to duck in. DMS Cherry getting around Waterford here. Now 3 laps down. Waterford with a re-attack potentially on DMS Cherry, decides against it. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do if there's a track builder in Forza Horizon 6. I'm gonna make Bristol. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make Bristol. There goes Rewar into, oh no, and DMS Cherry gets or I should say Waterford gets into the back of DMS Cherry here. I think DMS Cherry wanting to go into the pits along with Rewar. Couldn't quite make the decision line. And there goes DMS Cherry into the pits. have an extra lap of tire on Rewar, and King Cameron will be your provisional race leaders. He will come around. I think everyone's going to go ahead and get their lap back. See how many drivers come back on the lead lap. So Walshy will come back on the lead lap. Now all dependent on King Cameron. I think that is Toaster Lord behind him. It is. Toaster Lord on those fresh tires. King Cameron. There's that car I was talking about. Which one? Oh, okay, gotcha. And Toaster Lord will get around King Cameron to come back onto the lead lap. Looks like DMS Cherry will lose a little bit of track position to Rewar. After the little bit of issues getting into pit lane. I was gonna have Dwarf do the same thing, but he had a French moment and forgot. Oh no. So yeah, King Cameron, your provisional race leader here, pending some either a caution or a pit. Hang on a minute. Is this the guy doing the strategy, Razor? Okay. So, let's get back into it. I was like, wait a minute, he's still going pretty strong. So we have, let's get a lap count back together here. Uh, 18 laps to the white flag. Your current race leader is King Cameron, followed by Reward, DMS Cherry, Dwarf, Walshy, Toaster Lord, Blue Streak, and Waterfur. Let's check in on this battle for third place between Cherry and Dwarf. Hopefully Dwarf can secure another podium finish after a beautiful race at Indianapolis. Rewar's got a lot of time to make up, of course, on King Cameron after we were taking a look at the interesting strategy that he is running here. The field definitely spread out quite a bit with the exception of these two. My goodness gracious. Race leader now on lap 142. While the rest of the field is doing lap 141 still. Man, alrighty. Oh, we might have a move from Dwarf. Don't have a move from Dwarf just yet. I'm going to keep these intervals on. Just so I can keep an eye on what's going on here. And Waterford might... Okay, a little bit of a block, a late block from Waterford here. But I think both Cherry and Dwarf will get through just fine. And it seems like they will. I'm going to keep an eye on this battle as we will have 10 laps to go here shortly on lap 147. So we have 13 laps to go in the race here. Pretty eventful start. Unfortunate turn of events for Razor, Boiled Bird, and that Druce getting collected after a bit of a wall glitch. I do see a new chat. Okay, it's just a meme, so we're fine. Yeah, we're gonna watch this battle For fourth, as I think Dwarf has dropped off pace just a little bit, and EVR Walshy has entered the chat. So this will quickly turn into a three-way battle for a podium finish, as we will have 10 laps to go next time by. 10 laps to go to the white flag, I should say. Oh, excuse me. Is Walshy trying everything he can to get around Dwarf, and of course do it cleanly. As those who have just tuned in, I don't have any race audio because the game glitched just a little bit, and we have 10 laps to go now here, round 4 of the IEC NASCAR Cup Series. Oh no, Blue Streak is gone. What happened to Blue Streak? Are we under caution? No way we're under caution. What happened to Blue Streak? Blue Streak says blue flags are a rule for a reason. So I think Waterford got into him. Or he got into Waterford. And Waterford's car is absolutely obliterated. Goodness gracious there, man. Waterford just darted across the track. Okay. Are we still... Interesting. So that's gonna throw a bit of a cog into King Cameron's plan here. So unfortunately, Blue Streak will oh man, Blue Streak was doing so well this entire race. Oh my goodness. Has to be an absolute nightmare. King Cameron, of course, potentially on the mediums. Leading the race here with 7 laps to go currently. Definitely going to be a bit of a shakeup, as now there are 7 cars on the field, as King Cameron is going to opt to go into pit lane along with Waterford to fix the damage after the incident with, I believe, Blue Streak. Can't quite say for certain, but it was, I think, confirmed by Razor. So King Cameron will shuffle to the back of the grid now on fresh, soft tires. We're gonna go ahead and check some tire wear here, as that will definitely 20%. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know there, Chief. 24%. Definitely going to have all eyes on King Cameron to see if he can come back from this. Not a whole lot of laps left. We have about 6 to go. We'll have 5 to go when we go green here. Ooh. King Cameron has to absolutely lock in for Team Chevrolet here, as there is a Ford at the front of the grid. Team Ford will finally, knock on wood, log their first win. So I don't have the standings here just yet. So it will be an EVR 1-2. Unfortunately, losing blue streak. So we will have 5 to go here as we are back underway, a 5-lap shootout. And it is a Ford 1-2-3 DMS Cherry trying to get a little bit of contact, and DMS Cherry will save it. Rewar gets through unscathed, and ladies and gentlemen, this is a shootout we're talking about. Holy crap, King Cameron coming back from the back of the grid all the way up into 4th, has to get around VR Dwarf, and he will get around him, going back into a podium position on those fresh, soft tires. Does he have enough time to get it done? We're going to have to watch this, man, we're going to have to watch these gaps closely. This King Cameron coming all the way from 6th, all the way into 3rd place on those new soft tires, already picking up a 1/10 of a second on DMS Cherry. So I don't think he's going to have enough oomph to get around him to continue this Chevrolet sweep. All eyes are on King Cameron for Team Chevrolet. My eyes, of course, are on Team Ford here with EVR Rewar and DMS Cherry to try and hold him off, as it will be white flag next time by. EVR Rewar in the lead, followed by TMS Cherry, King Cameron, VR Dwarf, Toaster Lord, and EVR Walshy. The remainder of the cars on the lead lap, and Waterford 3 laps down in 7th position. We're going to check on the battle for 3rd here, as I think this is the closest battle we have so far. And I think EVR Rewar will be the one to break the Chevrolet sweep and take the win here at Eagle Rock. DMS Cherry will be in 2nd place, followed by King Cameron with an outstanding final push to get back into the podium. Wow. What a finish for these drivers. As we're going to go ahead and watch Rewar's little victory dance here. Go ahead and burn him down, brother. Go ahead. First win for Team Ford here. Goodness gracious. Alrighty, let's go ahead and join the IEC booth. And go ahead and tag an EVR Rewar and a DMS Cherry number 27 and a King Cameron here for a little bit of a post-race interview here. And it looks like Rewar has beat me to the punch and has joined us along with a DMS Cherry. And let's see if King Cameron wants anything or has anything to say here. Let me go and pull up the points. Go ahead and make sure I'm not talking out of the side of my neck here. So it looks like that may have been the first win for Team Ford. Yes, it was. Let's see if King Cameron's going to join us here shortly, but let's go ahead and include my desktop audio. Alrighty there. Let's see who is this. That is King Cameron. All right. So we have our. Oh my god! I just saw what you put in the chat. I'm not gonna repeat those words on stream, but let's talk to a race winner, EVR Reward here. First off, congratulations on your first win
Yep,
and
first
the
one.
first win for Team Ford. Finally
Yep.
breaking that Chevrolet sweep. Walk us through how the race went for you.
Man, that was so much fun. I love this racetrack. It got quite aggressive, and I did kind of punt some people when I didn't mean to. I was a little over aggressive, but I was just fired up, dude. And honestly, it was a really good race. For how aggressive this racetrack can get, I think we actually kept it pretty clean. There wasn't too many cautions for incident, and man, that just feels good. This has been 3 seasons in the making. I've come close so many times, so this one's special.
Nice, congratulations on that. Sorry to see your teammate Blue Streak get collected in a late race incident with I believe it was Waterford. I don't want to say anything for certain
Yes.
because I didn't catch anything, but
I do believe yes, it was the 78.
gotcha. But yeah, again, congratulations, taking a win for Team EVR, Team Ford. Let's go, buddy. I'm also a Ford guy myself, so
Yeah.
love to see Ford on the podium.
And to add that's also a win for my team, Mile High Racing. We
Yep.
had 4 cars out here. Granted, fortunately, one of us had to go home, which sucks. But
Ah.
yeah, that's real good for us, especially in the team championship.
Yep. And you're sitting currently up until the points definitely shift into your favor. You're sitting third in points right now, not taking into account the points that you definitely earned today. Definitely a well fought and well earned win there. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
Alrighty, let's get on with DMS Cherry. Another Ford on the podium. Talk us or walk through how your race went.
Honestly, with how, like Rewar said, how aggressive this track is, gaining track position is very hard. Um, I had something happen at the start of the race. Game put me on medium tire instead of soft, so I dropped straight to the
Oh,
back. Um, Luckily, that caution came out at the beginning. I was able to get on the soft tire and move my way up. Um, it was real aggressive. Me and Rewar got into it a few times. But I mean, me and him have raced here before, and it's been close. But I think out of everyone here, he was the car to beat. So
yeah, definitely. Especially after that super early on caution that collected the majority of the front runners in the points. MS Razor and that Druss. Um, it's definitely a good position overall for you. Obviously, I mean, a second place here at a mile oval with as crazy as it gets, yeah, I'd be ecstatic to be here. And yeah, walk us through some of the battles you had with Rewar as well. We saw a couple of pretty quick moves.
um, yeah, I was just trying to get in front of him. I know the bottom line here is the line you want, so I was just trying to every time I could just get in there. A few times I put my nose in there and contact was made and he got pushed up. But I mean, that's just how short track racing is. People get moved, and it obviously didn't affect him that much. So
Yep, that is definitely the heart and soul of short track racing. Is well, don't want to call it a push to pass or anything. You know, it's just kind of one of those things with a mile oval. But again, congratulations on second place finish.
thank you.
Alrighty, let's get with King Cameron 1607 here. Man, you almost had it in the bag. What obviously with the caution there, you made a hell of a run coming from sixth position to go ahead and get up into third place as well. Walk us through your mindset shift when you heard the caution flag or the caution come out.
I watched the caution flag come out. I watched it happen. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I definitely know there's a lot of very strong things being said in the chat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bring it in here though.
Yep.
Keep it
Anyway, walk us through after the green flag flew and then to where you're currently sitting, third place on the podium.
Well, say it to you like this. I was on call with my girlfriend and I said, I'm going to drive through as many people as I can in 7 laps. And that's exactly what I did.
Oh my god.
Over it. Completely over it.
Oh my goodness.
I
Well,
come here for fun at this point because I've done everything I can physically do on Forza, I feel like, and just to get driven like that all race by some of the other people, I won't name names, and then just guy 3 laps down just wrecks himself. So love it, love to see it. It's just embarrassment in general. I don't know what they'll do with him, but whatever they decide to do, it will be the right decision. I'm gonna keep it professional here and say, hey, I had a good time. I'm obviously gonna be back next week and all the weeks after that, but that is just completely, that just kills me.
yep, it's one of the frustrating things, and unfortunately, any game I can tell you, I got away from Forza, and then went to iRacing, and then iRacing had the same thing, and went to Le Mans Ultimate. Le Mans Ultimate had the same thing. So, again, I'm not going to say anything as well,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's unfortunately everywhere. You just gotta try and brush it off and try again next race. You got quite a bit of points. You're sitting in 6th right now in points. This will bump you up a little bit, potentially into the top 5. I think Who's Easy took another drop round, so you're at least in the top 5 as of right now. But again, congratulations on 3rd place. I wish you better luck next race.
Thank you, man.
Yep. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and mute the desktop audio and go ahead and wrap up the stream, so you guys are free to go. Appreciate your time.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that was it's about how mile ovals go. A lot of rough racing, a lot of clean racing too. I'll just go ahead and say that and skip what we're all thinking here. Next weekend we will be at, drumroll please, as long as I can read. Ooh, we'll be at Indianapolis next week. Ooh, that'll be a lot of fun. Little Brickyard 200 action as IEC makes their way there. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream. I've been your host, Dr. Rice. I thank all of you for tuning in and watching the action unfold here. I'm gonna go and eat some dinner, and hope you guys all do the same as well, or lunch or breakfast, whatever time zone you tuned in from. Yeah, take it easy.